Hey, you tourists, it's your boy Domination. This is Back of the Basic. Chuck of the Deuces out to text baby man of ducks back. You know this to this. Real men rust up, fake men rust down. Rural rust up, fake rust down. Prep the word preacher, preach up. And today's topic we're going to talk about is, hold on for a second, and I will. Okay, today's topic we're going to talk about is, man, on the Back of the Basic, man of the YouTube back, and you know what it is. The king of YouTube or the man out of Dallas. And the only place you're ever going to get is right back basic. Real men rust up, fake men rust down. Real rust up, fake rust down. It's like I never laugh. I want to talk about this, man. I just spotted a video. Shout out to Mark Tell Mark Tell the Cool. Shout out to you, brother. Man, I just saw your video. And let me say this, man. Dr. Boy Walkers, my message goes out to you. Bro, if you really, really in love with that woman, why is she looking at Willie D instead of you? Brother, you better hope in a couple of months, in a couple of days, or sooner or later, then or never, whatever. You're going to go through divorce. If you don't look at these warning signs, then you got nobody but yourself to blame. You already know that that woman is not with you. Because why would a woman going to look at another man she's married? The man that she loves and the man she companion with, the man she could spend her whole entire life with. That just lets you know marriage is a joke. They don't take it seriously. You got men and women don't take marriage seriously. I don't know too many women that actually love that man. I just want a big old pile of wedding. I just want a getaway wedding. But what about the men that you love? You don't care about the men. All you care about get that damn ring and then have the biggest damn wedding ever. So you only love for the money. You don't love the men. Because if you really love you really love the ring. That's all you care about. You can show it off like, ooh, girls, do you see it? Fellas, look at those signs. If a woman is not only love for you and not just that ring, don't marry her. I'm telling you right now, you're going through divorce. I'm telling you, and I don't give a damn women get offended because they know it's true. They know it's women out there that don't care about that man. All they care about is planning her big day for a have the biggest wedding in her life. Now, women always dream about weddings, but what's really important is the man that you love. I was watching a movie back in the day. It was a movie called The Pebble and the Penguin. Go watch that movie where Hubie was looking for some kind of pebble and for a special penguin bride. But he thought the pebble is more important than have the girl to his dream until he wished upon the star and then the pebble came down the rise and just landed through the ground and he finally got the pebble that he wanted. But she told him in the learning lesson after he got to compete with this BC guy that's trying to get the prize of his woman. She wasn't into his M until she can't find nobody else. She really in love with Huey, and he loved Marina, like Drake, whatever his name is. You gotta watch that movie. Because at the end of the movie, he have to fight for his bride. Not only he have to love for the bride, loving it and woman ain't going to be enough. You're going to have to fight for your lady. Because there's going to be some guys out there taking your woman. I'm telling you, fellas, educate yourself. Be aware. Just avoid the heartbreak. Avoid the stress. Avoid the suicide. Because men are killing themselves because of this nonsense. And women too. But I'm only focus on the men and then the females. Fellas, avoid that. You deserve to be happy just as much as women deserve to be happy. Women deserve to be happy too. But there's some things they need to avoid as well. Because I don't want to see any men and women being hurt behind this. It's not worth it. But Dr. Floyd Walker should have known that that's not the right woman for him. And the way she looked at Willie D like she wanted to get in the bed with this man. Brother, you in trouble. And that's what you call a definition of a simp. That taking care of somebody else's garbage that nobody else ain't going to take care of. Be recycle men. Just get rid of the shit you don't need and get the kids of your own. I'm sorry. No, forget that. People take advantage of that. And when that stops, that's when people can appreciate it. But after wait, let me get back to the movie. When the movie, in the end of the movie, after he did all that whooping the guy ass to try, when they found out his girl was in trouble, she told him the most important thing is not the pebble, it's the penguin. I don't met too many women that actually, it's not just the ring, it's the men that she loved, the men that she cares about, that she could spend her whole entire life with. You don't find that too many women like that anymore. You don't. Nowadays they care about a big ass wedding. But really it's just for the money, just for the show. And for those women who are like that, F y'all. Y'all don't get no love from me. Because you know damn well it's for the men that you cared about instead of that damn ring. If he couldn't afford that ring, he couldn't afford you. Think about it. At least a poor man know what love is. A rich person only cares about the love of money. Do you see it? Same thing. A poor woman that knows about love. A rich woman, she only cares about money. Because they spoil. Because they can't do it for their own self. They got to get somebody else to do it for them. But anyway, remember, fellas, ignore these signs. I'm telling you, avoid them. Because it's not worth to marry somebody that don't want you back then. Now she wants you now. Because she go back to square one. Because ain't no man is going to wipe up a woman that's already been, let's put it like this, cum dump truck. If she's a cum dump truck, chances are she got some kids by different men. I'm telling you, why would any man want to marry a woman like that? Because if she didn't want you then, she didn't want you now. It's best to have a family on your own. But Dr. Boy Watkins already have a daughter, have a kid. She's married a white man. As much as the stuff he been talking, how he gonna talk about white folk, but yet your daughter is married a white man. He got a lot of explaining to do. Because that let you know he full of it. He really is. But all I say is, fellas out there, make sure if you do marry someone, marry them because to make sure they only love, marry someone who only want to marry for you. Meaning that what I'm trying to say is marry somebody who wants to marry you because for loving you. Not just your ring, not just your money. It's more than just that. And women know this too. It's the person they cared about. What happened to real marriage, what real marriage is all about. Marriage is nothing but a joke. Marriage is nothing but a proposal and just about a business arrangement. That's why you got men that are scared to get married. It's because stuff like this. They know men's biggest fear is divorce. They know men's biggest fear is not pleasing that woman, not to keep her around and produce that fruit in order to have that woman. That is men's biggest fear. And men also biggest fear is the custody for the kids. She can take his house, his car, and everything. But what only thing he can get? His legacy? You see what I'm talking about? I blame those men in power that's been favored for women for years, but it's not favored for the men as well. Help the men just as much as you can help the females. If you can help the females, help the guys too. But the guys, he got to help his own. That's not right. It's not right at all. But I'm going to say to this, fellas, remember, marry the person who's want to be married for you for the love. And not just what you have, what you have purchased, what you got, or whatever. If you know something ain't right, you better divorce her quick. Before your sake, don't marry her. Because you're going to regret it the rest of your life marrying the wrong person that you thought is the one. And I hope Dr. Boy Watkins, he going to learn the hard way. Because that's what you call a definition of a simp. She going to be in the bed with Willie D. Because have you seen the way she look at him? She ain't really in love with Dr. Boy Watkins. She ain't taking marriage seriously. She ain't in love with that man. She only care for her big. She only into the marriage is her big planning big day. That's all it's about. And fellas, watch out. I'm gonna marry the woman that's gonna love me, not because my ring or anything else of money. I'm telling you, these chicks nowadays, I'm telling you, they don't even deserve marriage if they don't understand what marriage is all about. Avoid that, fellas. I'm telling you, save for yourselves and anything else. Just avoid the heartache, avoid the suicide, and also avoid the stress. You rather be a single man until you find the right one who meant something to you and not meant anything at all. And I already addressed the fellas, but ladies, y'all need to look at this as well. If a man just cared about the money more than care about you, you gonna have a problem with that. He only love you for your money, but he only love you for you. You gotta marry a man that's gonna love you for you. But if he only married you for your money, then you better divorce him. Because what's the point marrying someone if they're not loving you for you? They love you for what your money and what you have and what you got. That's the worst situation for a woman to have to be in. And she's going to be stressed, suicide, and a heartbreak. I'm telling you, I know what I'm saying. I got an uncle right now that's been married for at least 25 years, or 18 years, or 35 years, and he's not happy. He's scared to leave because he figured if I leave, that means she gonna take everything I have and what I got. He knew he married the wrong woman. He even my uncle told me not to get married until it's the right person. What meant for you and only meant for your money. He's scared to leave, but he don't want no other man to take care of his providing that he provide for this woman, because women know that they can't provide for themselves without the man's finance, and they know this. For all you independent women talk about you so independent, then why you need marriage? So you don't need no man, right? And the ones that do, you want to be there for the love of that man. See, real women care about small weddings and small few families. Other women, they're only in it for the money. That's all. Just like these men are in it for the love of the money as well. So ladies, avoid the heartache. If he look at another woman instead of you, you need to dump him. You need to divorce him real quick, for else you're going into a lot of heartbreak. I'm going to say this to any men and women. Do not get married if the person is not there just for the marriage for you, for love, and not just for the love of money. This is why people don't take marriage seriously. But those who do, that understand what marriage is about, shout out to couples that take marriage seriously. And marriage is not a divorce is not an option. They'd rather be separated than rather divorce because they don't want to hurt that person. That's not worth it. So shout out to couples that understand what marriage is about. But other men and women and all those guys that just only in it for the woman, only in the woman's money instead of not into her, no love for y'all. Because all y'all care about is she got a big body and a long hair and certain makeup that she got to cover up on to look good until her day you want to marry. So shout out to men and women who take marriage seriously, and the ones who don't, F y'all. Real talk. So give it a few days. Dr. Boy Walker's going to end up crying on YouTube. I guarantee you that. And he ain't got nobody himself to blame. And she going to be in the bed with Willie D and going to have sex with this man. And there's nothing Dr. Boy Walker's do anything about it. So, ladies, pay attention of a man's mind, and you already know what he's thinking. If he's not in it for you, he in it for something else. Leave him. It's just that simple. So be safe, people. Avoid the heartaches, avoid the stress, and avoid the suicide, and everything's going to be okay. If love don't take it seriously, if nothing is going to take anything serious of understanding of true meaning of love, then what will of the meaning if there is no love? That's all I got to say. So it's your boy Domination. This is Back in the Basic. Chunking of this South Texas, baby. Until next time, all right? All right. Peace. I'm out. All right. Peace.